throwing on first down. Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Murray. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Goff eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into first and 10 at the 47. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off-play action. Murray. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, spinning away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Fielded at the 20. Called that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He'll return it from the 6. And now running right through it. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Murray. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Murray steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Gone. Detroit. Hot.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we all...
Under pressure, they got him again. Terrell Suggs in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Goff now to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Operating from the gun, Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Murray. His throw incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Samson Abukum in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Off play action. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Orange.
On first down, it's gone. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
14. Orange. Let's go, defense. Tiger.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black 20.
Throwing again is Goff. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, Goff. He gets it to close. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Super one.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Super!
From the gun on third down, gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, here's Gone. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones. He's the one for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
5. Cut. 20.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Goes it on. Black 20. 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Terrell Suggs able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Murray now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Murray steps away. Now he'll turn and throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
20.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Arizona, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.